I wasn't planning to share this, but something landed the other day and it just wouldn't let go. It came up in a session quietly and just stayed. So I figured if it stayed with me, maybe it's meant for you too. Because the more I sat with it, the more I realized that this isn't just about birds. It's about how people move through the world, always flapping, always forcing, always on. But what if there's another way to travel? Now, there's a particular species of bird, small, brown, mostly overlooked. They're not flashy, no bright flat feathers, no exotic song, just movement, quiet, reliable, precise. And they vanish with the seasons and return like clockwork, and most people never even notice. But they're some of the most accurate travelers on Earth. Now, most people, they're just assuming that they avoiding the cold or just heading south for the winter to survive. And at the surface, that works. But the deeper truth, it's not about temperature. It's about thermals, invisible columns of rising air. And when the sun warms the ground just enough, those currents begin to rise. And if you're tuned in, you can feel them. Now, these birds don't flap much during migration. They don't fight the air. They wait, not because they're lazy, but because they know something most people don't. That energy obeys timing, not effort. So they watch, and when the air moves, they rise with almost no effort. Now, early researchers couldn't really make sense of their flight path. They tracked the sightings, they charted feeding spots, and tried surface patterns, but the birds kept breaking the model. Wrong turns, long pauses, no logic, until one group stopped tracking the birds and started tracking the air. They studied the ground heat, the wind pressure, topography, and discovered something stunning about those thermals. They were the true guides. And once that was mapped, the bird's behavior wasn't random, it's inevitable. You see, the birds weren't the pattern. They were revealing the structure beneath it. And when you understand the structure, you don't have to chase wings anymore. You just read the sky. So when somebody asks me how come I don't get caught up in the flapping or the noise or the sudden turns that people do in session, it's because most people chase motion. They mistake urgency for clarity. And the world, it will always reward the loudest wings, but the signal has never been the noise. I'm not watching any birds anymore. I'm not watching the moves that they make or what most never notice. But once you do, you stop needing permission. You rise. And when you rise, everything begins to move around you.